Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? I wonder if Easton Kilty is a Pearl Jam fan. He's a member of the New Orleans Saints now. Second team All Big 12 at Kansas State this past year after starting his career at the University of North Dakota. Easton Kilty now signs with the Saints as an undrafted free agent. Good enough to join us for a couple minutes here. Hey, Easton, we appreciate it, man. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing awesome. Are you a Pearl Jam fan by any chance?
I can't say that I am, no.
That's all right, man. No worries. No worries. We can't all be perfect. But we're excited to have you a member of the Black and Gold. Hey, you got to play in New Orleans this year when Kansas State played at Tulane. You all had a pretty big comeback in that game. Thoughts on the city? Was that your first time ever in New Orleans?
Yeah, that was my first time in New Orleans, and we actually drove past the Superdome as we were going to the game, so it was cool to see that experience.
Yeah, man. What was your thoughts? I know you don't get a lot of time out and about, but did you have any experience in the city maybe that you drew from whenever the draft came and went and the Saints called?
Not in the city, but I know our pregame meal and like our dinner that night that a lot of the food was pretty spicy. So I mean, I got that hint from being in New Orleans for a short period of time.
Yeah, man, you're not gonna have a hard time finding a good meal in New Orleans with a lot of spicy food. Hey, let's talk a little bit about. I want to talk about your football journey, but let's start with how all the draft went. Did you have a lot of contact with the Saints before the draft?
Yeah, I was talking to their O-line coach a little bit before the draft started, just with like pre-draft stuff, like sending videos over to him and stuff. But when the draft started, or on the third day of the draft, I really didn't have much contact with him. But then he ended up calling me towards the 6th and 7th round, just like obviously talking and like with free agency, if I was going to be a free agent, to obviously just sign with the Saints or have them as an option with my other options in free agency.
Yeah, man, I know, having done this as long as I have, how that process goes as soon as the draft ends, right? I mean, it is a free-for-all, and you maybe have like 10, 15 minutes to make your decision. So if you would, man, so round 7 closes. Walk me through that process if you would. Like, how many calls did you get? How did you ultimately make the decision? How did all that go?
Yeah, so my agent was negotiating. So I was down to the Bills, Jets, and Saints, and it was all just looking at where the best fit was for me. And it was just crazy because I had like O-line coaches from those organizations calling me just to say like we could really use you here and stuff, and like stuff like that. But yeah, it ultimately just came down to fit, and just knowing that the Saints could provide me with a great opportunity for the best chance for me to make the team and obviously grow as a player.
Hey, man, if you would, and Easton Kilty from Kansas State, Saints offensive lineman, joining us now. What was it about the fit in New Orleans that was better than the Bills and the Jets, as those were your final three?
Yeah, I think it's just the coach and everything, and just the roster that they have. I think I have like the best shot to obviously make the team. And I know I don't know if Ryan Ramczyk, he's from this area where I'm from, and I just know it's a great organization with the new coaching staff. And I knew of their O-line coach, and I know he's a great O-line coach. And I think it's just a good fit for me to be able to continue my football career.
When do you get to come down to New Orleans? When's I guess rookie minicamp would be your first opportunity, yeah?
Yeah, so I got a flight down there on the 8th, and then rookie minicamp's the next 2 days. So I'll be down there for a month, I think, when I get down to New Orleans.
Let's talk a little bit about your football journey, if we could. You were, as you mentioned, you're from Wisconsin and ended up at North Dakota. What was your high school recruitment like that landed you there at with the Sioux, right? That's University of North Dakota, the Sioux, right? Yeah. What was your recruitment like that landed you there?
Yeah, so I was, believe it or not, I was only like 200 pounds my junior year of high school, so I wasn't really recruited until my junior year going into senior year. So I went to a bunch of camps that summer, and eventually ended up getting a bunch of Division II offers from Minnesota schools like Mankato and Bemidji State. Then ultimately I ended up going to North Dakota camp, and that was my first FCS offer, and that was the only Division I offer I had at the time. So I ended up taking that, and obviously going with that, and then obviously the rest is history.
You played in 51 career games. You became a great FCS lineman there and gave yourself an awesome opportunity to jump into the Power 5 at a place like Kansas State. What was it ultimately about Kansas State that had you choose them out of the portal?
Yeah, so I knew Chris Kleiman and their staff was from North Dakota State, so their whole staff came from NDSU, and I know what NDSU is about, and they're great at their O-line coach there, Connor Riley. He was great at developing O-linemen. I knew it was a perfect fit for me. I knew I had 1 year left, and that was the best spot for me to develop as a player and spend my last year eligibility.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.